Cindy B here. Welcome to this episode, episode 12 of season 2 of Cindy's Wild Weight Loss Journey. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I want to talk to you about an experience that happened to me last week, and I didn't understand it, and I do now, and it's really amazing. How are you doing with your fitness training? How are you doing with your health? How are you doing with your nutrition? Are you on track? Are you veering off track? Now we're in the holiday season. We just here in the United States past Thanksgiving, but now we are in the Christmas season. A lot of get-togethers, maybe not so much. Maybe virtually, maybe some family or some friends if you're allowed to. And typically people eat, and usually not good stuff. I don't know why. At this time of year, it always ends up being really heavy desserts and heavy meals. So, how are you right now doing with that? If you've kind of veered off track a little bit, come on back, get on track. You know what? A bad moment, a bad day does not define who we are, and it doesn't ruin the work that we've done. Okay? Believe me, I used to think that. It still tries to come at me. But you know what? It doesn't. So, with that being said, let's get on track, let's get on board. And I want to talk to you today. Are you a busy woman? Are you struggling with connecting with yourself, with your health and fitness? Because I want to tell you that if you have disconnected or you've never connected, there's hope. I didn't even know what that was. I had no understanding of connecting with myself, with my body, with my training. What? Well, over the past year and a half, I have been very consistent daily, doing my walking, fitness training, working on changing my thought process on food. It's still the old habits and the old thought patterns still come in. They do. I am not there yet. I have not arrived, and I don't think we ever arrive. It's just a continual journey. So, over this year and a half that I've been working with my awesome coach, Joey Atlas, and learning all these things, I did my workouts, I did the training because I'm supposed to, and I know that it's working and it's having an effect, and eating right is having an effect, and it's all good stuff. And if you recall, if you heard my a few weeks ago, I did a really somber podcast on being in a rut, and I have felt like a rut over and over, doing the same thing, getting up, going for a walk, and just the same thing every day. And it started to affect me. So last week, I'm in my little awesome little fitness room, and I was doing my arm exercises. And I kid you not, this has never happened to me before. But as I was doing each rep, each movement, I felt everything. I was mentally there. I was connecting with what was going on in every movement, and it was slow and steady. It wasn't hard. We don't teach high impact hit training, we don't do that. We are low impact, gentle interval training. It's legit. Ligit. I have grabbed a hold of that once Joey said it because it's really amazing and really awesome. And when you can remember that, it's gentle. And gentle is right in the middle of the training. It's gentle. My body is so grateful that I have made that decision to go with the gentle training. So I'm doing my arm workout and I'm just savoring. Have you ever had a really good meal that tasted so good and you savored it? Or a great cup of coffee, can you relate? Can you connect that together? The savoring, it's just, you just want it to last. That's how I felt with my training session that morning. I didn't want it to end, and it was a shorter one. It was about 15 minutes from beginning to end. So I just want to put in there, if you're busy, there's no excuse. We have training sessions that are 15 minutes, that are 20 minutes, and that you can fit in any time of your day. Got it? You can fit it in even if you're busy. It's called a priority. And Joey has set up these sessions. And yes, I am talking about Joey sessions and Joey's training because it works. And I am proving it every single day. Okay. You got to make time for what's important. And your health is important. You cannot replace it, you can only improve it. Okay. So I was savoring that workout. And when I was done, I'm thinking, no, I got to have more. I need more. And I had done it in the morning, but now I'm still working. I work during the day. So I said, I just, I was so excited to do it again. So I made more time in the day and I did another round of this arm training. And it was even better than the first time. It was magical. It was divine. It was, oh, so amazing. And I had to do it again. And in this one training session, it's 2 mini sets. So I did that 3 times during the day. And the third time, when I was going down to do it again, it was this excitement. And I was bubbling and overjoyed. And I could feel the glow in my face because I was so excited. And I'm thinking, wow, this is new. I fell in love with my fitness that day. So I thought. It goes deeper than that. Has that ever happened? Have you ever had that feeling of, I just can't get enough? And I don't mean because, oh, I got to keep going. I got to keep going. It's so hard, but I got to keep going. I'm talking about that. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to start working out. Have you ever felt that way? And if you haven't, let me tell you, you got to really desire that because there's nothing like it. Okay? There's nothing. I was so elated and I shared it with Joey. I said, I don't know what's going on, but I couldn't get enough. I was like this addiction. I needed more, but it wasn't, I don't know how to explain it. Okay. It was just amazing. So, what he was explaining to me is because I've had such a disconnection with my body, my mind and my body, that it connected. And I said, huh? Really? Wow. I don't ever want it to be disconnected again. And so, with that in mind, the next day, my mind was, "Oh, I got to have this again." I was so looking forward to my training. Now, was it exactly the same? No. Was I disappointed? Yeah, a little bit. I was because I didn't want that feeling to end. Has that ever happened to you? Just something that excited you so much and you didn't want it to end, or you didn't want to leave that situation, whatever it is. Have you ever just like, or put that book down, you need more? That was me. I was craving. And so now every day I'm expecting a great workout. I'm expecting to connect. But you know what? I don't have to expect to connect because I am. I'm connected. And I'm sharing this because, and I wanted to share it that day so you could see how it affected me. And it's amazing. Okay. So listen, I've been consistently training for a year and a half. I've never had that happen, never even knew anything about that, but it did. And I want to encourage you that as you continue and you're consistent with your fitness, you're consistent with your nutrition, things are going to happen. They have to happen. Listen, it is inevitable when you are doing things right for things not to change. Okay? And I'm going to give you something else that just kind of ties this in here. So last night, I had this connection to my nutrition. It was like this real aha moment. So I'm having a conversation And we're talking about cake and how we don't need it, can just throw it in the garbage, knowing this chocolate cake was so full of stuff we don't need in our body. So now I visualize this cake in front of me. And what would I do? I would be very tempted to have a bite. But then we started talking about herbs and spices and good food. And even though mentally I wanted a bite of that cake, physically, my entire being, mentally, physically, was drawn to the nutrition and the herbs, the spices, the savory flavor that, listen, is not only good for flavoring. And if you didn't see Joey's live podcast, um, Wellness and Weight Loss for Men and Women, he did live yesterday. You need to go on YouTube and watch it because he is talking about that. And I'm going to talk about it because it made so much sense. So I could feel my body pulling and craving the healthy, good stuff, but my mind wanting the cake. Does that make sense? So the aha moment for me was that I've connected with healthy, with good, with what's right for me. From it started with the fitness and now into the nutrition. And yeah, I'm still tempted to eat something I shouldn't eat. And I did the other night. Somebody sent a pumpkin pie cheesecake to us from the Cheesecake Factory. And I had a bite or two. I love pumpkin pie, and I don't eat that. So, yep, I had two bites. Was it good? Yeah, it was really good. But you know what? It was really sweet. And the only thing I really liked about it was the pumpkin. Okay. But I do that. I'm not perfect. I still eat off. Listen, good food, fruits, vegetables, all the abundance of herbs and spices are there for us nutritionally. It's not just for flavor, but it's for our nutrition, it's for our health. It fights diseases, it combats things that, Joey shared, and this is amazing. He's been doing a lot of research recently and has found that a lot of medications, things that the pharmaceuticals are putting out, are highly plant based. So if medicine and drugs that are prescribed are plant-based, well, it's kind of like a duh. We should be doing that on our own to prevent having to go to the doctor and have them prescribe something. You see, they know something that we don't. First of all, they don't want us healthy because obviously, it's their business. So when we can get that understanding and get a grip on why we need to eat healthy nutrition, everything is going to change. And I saw for me last night in this conversation that it's changed. My body is telling my mind, get rid of the cake and eat the good stuff because I really enjoy it. And if you're not part of Total Access, if you've never heard of Joey Atlas, go to joeyatlas.live and sign up and get some freebies, some free videos, and try out his workouts because you will see results just using those. But he also has this Total Access for members. You can come and join Total Access, and let me tell you, in this is all the fitness training you'll ever need. New things are added all the time, but he's got this quickly fit video area, and he's got awesome recipes where he is doing real time cooking. He's showing us what he's using. Listen, if you want good nutrition but you're not sure where to start, come on over. Go to our Facebook page. Private, awesome, motivational, supportive, accountable Facebook page. Not like any you've ever been involved with. Okay, it's the official Sculpt-A-Fit Club worldwide online community. Come and join our group. See what everyone's saying about Joey's training. Joey's legit, low impact, gentle interval training. Joey is doing what Joey does. However, people are finally starting to see and to realize that it's what works for our body. Our body doesn't want the hard stuff. It doesn't want to be hit so hard. And there is a lot of people in our group that came from the gym. They were gym rats, they were heavy lifters. And you know what? They said they never got the results they were looking for doing those kind of training sessions as they are now. Listen, we're not made to beat up our body. We're not supposed to beat up our body. How much do you enjoy beating up your body? I never did. I did it because I didn't know any other way. So I'm telling you, come on over. Come on over to this side. JoeyAtlas.live. Sign up for his email newsletter. So much great things going on. I kind of veered off, I know, but this is where I've been and this is where I've gotten my results, okay, is using Joey's program, eating the way he's teaching me to eat. So I can share with you my progress. I can have this podcast and let you know the ups and the downs. And, you know, I'm human. I'm a woman. I'm getting older. Okay. So things change when you get older. Your body changes. My body has changed so much. Finally getting right, my body, and I'm treating it right and I'm loving it. Is that what you need to do? Are you too busy to think about a good meal? Come on over to Total Access. Come on. You don't have to think about it. All the thought is out of it. You just have to buy the ingredients. Joey does all the work. He shows you. And I, for one, I can cook. I don't like to cook. I never did. I always felt it to be grueling, unless it was my idea. And I mean, I can cook some really good stuff, but I didn't really want to. And then I had to be concerned, is anybody going to like it? Whatever. But when I started working with Joey and I started seeing these recipes, are you kidding? All I have to do is buy the ingredients and follow the video, and it's so good. And I prefer to eat that way. I prefer to eat like that instead of getting takeout. I don't want to eat restaurant food. I want to eat good. I want to know what's going into my body. So listen, come on. Come on over to Total Access. Start taking care of you. You can make 15 minutes a day. Yes, you can. I know you can. I know you could probably even give a half an hour. Does it have to be at one time? No. Preferably, sure. But you can split it up. When there is a will, there is a way. We always make time for what's important to us and we make excuses for what's not. So if you're a busy woman out there thinking you've got no time, but you really want to do something, you really don't want to do something because you'd make time. So now, after listening to this or watching this on YouTube, you have no excuse because I've eliminated your excuses. There is a way if you have a will. I put it off for a long time. And then I would start and it would fail. So I would stop for a while. Then I'd start something else. I was always looking and I would try, but nothing worked. So I gave up and I paid the price physically. Now, no excuse. And I won't listen to yours. I won't, because we can't replace. Okay? We need to improve. Always, every day, improve a little more, even if we fall backwards a little bit. We miss a workout, whatever it is. Listen, we just get up and start again. Okay? So I want to encourage you today. You're not too busy, even if you think you are. If you think you are and you have no time in your day, I'm going to tell you, get a planner. I was never a planner person, ever. And that would explain why I forgot a lot of things because I didn't write it down. And if I did write it down somewhere, I couldn't find it or I forgot. A planner is something you keep with you. So if you want to know where your time is going, start recording your time. What time you get up? What do you do when you get up? How much time are you taking? When do you go to work? Your lunch, Record your day. It's kind of like doing an expense planner, writing down everything that you spend so you know where your money's going. Do that with your time. Where's your time going? What are you doing with your time? I think you'll be amazed that you have more time than you think. It's mental, it's psychological. Okay, so step back from your life, step back from yourself, write down your time, what you're doing with your time, and listen. You listening? How bad do you want it? How badly do you want to improve your health? How badly do you want to improve your body? It starts from the inside and it works its way out. I wished it would have worked the other way, but I'm grateful that we're created to come from the inside out. Because if it started from the outside in, the inside probably it would be awful. I want to feel good and then I'll look good. Does that make sense? Well, I'm really glad that you joined me today. And this was kind of quick, and I hope you got something out of it. Share this with one person you know that might be interested, that might get something out of it. And thank you. Thank you so much for joining me, keeping me encouraged, and allowing me to share my life, my journey, and what else can I say? I know I didn't do a podcast last week, so if you normally listen and you didn't hear because I didn't record. So I'm here now, and I do want to say that next week I'm expecting a surprise guest on my podcast. It will not be video, it will be audio only. And no, it's not Joey. It is someone else, very special, very awesome story. And I really encourage you to make sure that you tune in, subscribe to this channel, and click on alerts so you get alerted when I do this. You can also hear my podcast on Apple, iTunes, on Spotify, Anchor, wherever you listen to podcasts, and make sure you get alerted. Next week is going to be very special. I'm really looking forward to it. And again, go to joeyatlas.live. If you've never signed up for anything, you don't get his email newsletter, let him know Cindy B sent you so he knows how you found him. Okay, come over to our Facebook page, official Sculpt Fit Club, Worldwide On Community, Facebook. Join our group. I want to see you in our group. If you would like to email me, if you have any questions, any topics, anything that you'd like to ask me, you can reach me at email Cindy, CINDIB, at gmail.com. You can reach me on Facebook at Cindy, CINDIBEE. Okay? And if you send me a friend request, please send me a message and let me know how you found me. Okay? So I don't just ignore you. And with that, I want to thank you for being with me today. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your evening, whenever you're listening to this, and from wherever you are listening to this. And you know what? I would love to know where you're listening from. Send me an email. Let me know. Hey, Cindy B, I'm from the UK, or Cindy B, I'm from Africa. Cindy B, I'm from the United States. Let me know. I want to know where you're from. Okay? If there's anything I can do for you, email me. I look forward to next time. And listen, in health, wellness, and longevity, and in living strength, you are in it to win it. Go slay your day. Until next time, this is Cindy B.